Hi you guys, I'm wearing my donkey milk mask, the aqua one. Um, oh, I love this stuff. This doesn't have a whole bunch of scent. Let me show you. It's this one here. Um, it has, up at the top was the cleanser, which was extremely thick. I mean, very, very thick. And foamy, and probably they gave you enough for maybe 3 face washes easily. So the next one I use, I'm going to squish it all into a little flippy top thing and only use about a third of it, so I'll have some left over for later. This ampule thing was just, it felt basically just like the stuff that's in here. I mean, it just felt like this, well, here, I'll show you. Squeeze this up here. See, just kind of like this goopy, gooey stuff. Viscous and clean smelling, light and clean. No fairy panties on this. This is good. It feels good. It smells good. I don't really know what to talk about tonight. I'm very rarely at a loss for words. I think I'm pensive tonight because a lot of my really good friends are having trouble with one another. There are people that know one another from this group or that group, and there's been issues going on. I wasn't privy to what the issues were. I just know that that some of my friends that were friends, well, they were friends before I knew them, there's dissension. And I tell you what, I'm funny about dissension. It's like I've got a very, very high threshold for bullshit. In other words, I can take the bullshit, kind of rolls off my back, no biggie. I tend to be pretty generous to bullshit artists, as long as they're not truly fucking up my life. I kind of let stuff go because I like, I guess I'm a utopian. I really like respond well to peace and tranquility. I don't know how many of you guys are in the United States and watch Mad Men like I did, but the last episode of Mad Men, in the last episode at the very end, we find Dawn, our main protagonist, sitting in the lotus position on a hillside in Big Sur, surrounded by a bunch of hippies, and they're all sitting there in their lotus position with their eyes closed, blissing out and chanting the Om chant. And this character who has not been at peace the entire 7 years that the series has run, finally finds a certain measure of peace. And as the smile comes over this character's face, we hear a little bell ding in the background, and then they fade to that iconic Coke commercial that anyone my age will recognize, where all the people, multinational people, are standing on this hillside in Big Sur, and they're all singing, "I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony." Remember that? And then it goes on, "I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company." Totally cheesy, right? However, that commercial and that song says a lot about what I like, and that's tranquility and peace and harmony, respect, tolerance, finding places where you are alike and tolerating the places that you are different. and not splitting hairs about dogma and doctrine and what might be true that's not even knowable. Um, so that's the space I like to keep myself in. I'm not exactly an old hippie because I was a child during the hippie movement. You know, I was 7 in 1967. I wasn't 17. So I was, you know, a half a generation younger than the hippie generation. But it influenced me tremendously. And, yeah, I'm just not, it's never a really hard time with fighting. However, and here's the interesting thing about me. When I realize my back is to the wall and I have no other recourse but to defend myself or come out swinging in order to keep the peace. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but anyway, I can be one mad-ass frightening bitch. I really can be. And I can be mad-ass frightening because I'm very smart. And I usually plan all my chess moves ahead and all the possibilities, all the extenuating circumstances and their possible ramifications. I've got it all more or less mapped out. So when I have to slam somebody, I pretty much know which way they might jump, and I've got them cut off at the pass. Now, I don't do that very often. In fact, in my life, I've probably only found myself doing that I've maybe done that 3 times in my whole life. And I don't like the me that I become when I'm that person. I am eaten up inside with when I am forced to spearhead any sort of discord. So, having said all that, I just want to say that I'm terribly disappointed that that things are the way they are with some of my friends, and I hope somehow you can find a way back to one another and a way to mend whatever rifts are between you, or at least, if you can't do that, that you can at least go your separate ways without rancor in your hearts, because rancor will destroy you. It will eat you up from the inside out. And a lot of you, not all of you, because many of you who are involved in these, you know, these fights are, I don't even know who you are. You're not part of, you know, those people are not part of my circle, my social media circle. But those of you who are part of my social media circle, that are involved in that, just know that I really do love each and every one of you. You guys have saved my life more than once. And if you need to part ways, I'm not a side chooser. I will continue to be supportive and thoughtful and careful and respectful and loving to you, even if you aren't to one another. And I just needed to say that because you're important to me. Yeah, kind of a weird little ramble, but it's been weighing heavily on me the past day or two, and yeah, I just needed to address it. So, I'm done rambling. I'm going to say goodnight, and I hope that each and every one of you has a lovely day or evening, whatever it happens to be. And, yeah. Crazy. All right. Love you. Bye.